You know, sometimes I find myself thinking about things that just don't make any sense. Like, why do we throw away the box for a microwavable meal knowing damn well we didn't read the instructions on the back first? Or how about when you miss a call from someone only to call them back 2 seconds later and they don't pick up? Hell, don't even get me started on why I still eat Taco Bell after an all-night alcohol-induced bender, knowing damn well I'll be sitting on the shitter not a half hour later, dealing with gut-wrenching ass explosions that make my toilet bowl look like the D-Day scene from Saving Private Ryan. Well, yesterday morning, I ran into yet another thing that doesn't make any fucking sense when I saw Bella Ramsey had been nominated for her second, and yes, I said second, Primetime Emmy Award as an outstanding lead actress in a drama series. What?
Right.
Say what again? Say what again? Say what again? Say what again?
Oh, how the mighty have fallen, a term that perfectly describes Hollywood as a whole in the modern day, but more in particular, the yearly award ceremonies for the industry. What were once events that showered productions like Law & Order, The Sopranos, Mad Men, and Game of Thrones with accolades and praise, have now made way for rich Hollywood elites living in their gold-plated echo chambers to get high off the smell of their own shit and tell each other how virtuous they are.
Let's have a smell, all right? Ooh, wafting, wafting.
How virtuous, might you ask? Well, you remember The Last of Us Season 2, right? The show that everyone was talking about for months on end, that saw over 50% of its audience fuck off to watch something else, caused so much controversy that 2 of the lead writers got told to kick rocks by HBO, and single-handedly gave us the most cringeworthy piece of dialogue in cinematic history.
I'm gonna be a dad. Be a dad. Dad.
I mean, seriously, guys, there's no way in hell that sounded good, even in your heads. Well, that same show and the people in it has been nominated for not 1, not 2, but 16 fucking awards, including Outstanding Drama Series. Just how is The Last of Us in the same conversation as Andor Season 2, Severance, and The Pit?
Are you retarded?
Well, let's go ahead and talk about a few of these nominations before I get so frustrated that I ram these 2 pins up my nostrils and headbutt my fucking desk. For one, Bella Ramsey for Outstanding Lead Actress. And now look, I've got nothing against Bella personally, and unlike pretty much every critic and reviewer on planet Earth, I haven't attacked her for her appearance. For what it's worth, I think she's a pretty kind-hearted person who appears very happy and likable in behind-the-scenes interviews and exposés. However, you're not going to sit here and convince me that she did a better job as Ellie than Kathy Bates in Matlock, Britt Lower in Severance, or Kerry Russell in The Diplomat, all of which are in consideration for the same award as Ramsey. Sure, a lot of the blame can be placed at the feet of Craig Mazin and this fuckface for how badly Ellie was written, but even with that bit of an excuse in her defense, she was still very wooden, very emotionless, and less likable than a cancer diagnosis while on screen.
Whatever reason Joel gave those people to do what they did, he didn't deserve that.
You could do.
She was easily the worst thing about Season 2, always at the butt of every joke, every criticism, every gripe and groan, but just like the political activists, mainstream media, these award ceremonies are going to look beyond all of that, just to shower her with praise and adoration for a suboptimal performance. Imagine my shock. As a matter of fact, why was she even nominated in the Outstanding Actress category? Isn't she non-binary, which means she doesn't prescribe to the terminology or attributes of a man or a woman? Aren't actresses exclusively women? Oh well, I guess she's only a they-them when it benefits her. On the other hand, there's Pedro Pascal, who's been nominated for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series, alongside the likes of Gary Oldman in Show Horses and Adam Scott in Severance. I'm sorry, but lead actor? Pascal is barely in the damn thing, only being around to get his shit kicked in by Abby and then brought back a few episodes later to have his character and narrative decisions deconstructed even more. Way to go, Neil. I hope it was all worth it, you dick.
I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
Sure, Pascal's a fine actor, though oversaturated at this point, and for God's sakes, he needs to shut the hell up before he taints his career like Rachel Zegler, but do you mean to tell me you couldn't find a single performance from an actor that spends more than 45 minutes on his respective show?
Really?
Whatever. But that's not even the worst of it, dear viewer. Now, if you had to put your finger on the one person who carried the show on their back, the proverbial light in all of the dark, who would that be? Well, if you're anything like me, which is scary once I think about it because I can't imagine people being as much of an asshole as I am, that person is very likely Isabella Merrced. You know, Dina, the yin to Ellie Jiang, one of the only sources of charisma and personality in this pile of shit that is a show, and one of the only reasons a lot of us hung in there as long as we did.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Well, she didn't get nominated for shit. Zero. Nothing. Nada. She was left out of the lead actress consideration even though she was just as much of a lead as Ramsay was, and left out of the best supporting actress category, which had 4, and I'm being serious, 4 nominations out of The White Lotus.
Oh, come on!
The fuck? So Pedro Pascal can get nominated for 45 minutes of screen time in a whole season of a show, but Isabella Merrced can't be squeezed into a category that has 4 damn people from the same show?
Right.
Joe Pantoliano and Jeffrey Wright were nominated for Best Guest Actor, and Caitlin Dever and Catherine O'Hara for Best Guest Actress. Wright makes a lot of sense. His character of Isaac was one of the more compelling elements of Season 2, and hopefully we get a bit more of him and Abby's side of the story in Season 3. But Joe Pantoliano? We're really going to put that guy in the same conversation as Wright? In case you forgot, Pantoliano plays the part of Eugene in episode 6 for about 33 seconds and serves exclusively as a plot device to further bastardize Joel as a character, resulting in him getting killed, which doesn't happen in the game, lying to Catherine O'Hara, which doesn't happen in the game, and then proceeding to get talked down to by Ellie, which again doesn't happen in the fucking game.
You swore.
You need to shut the fuck up!
Speaking of the game's events, and those either being altered entirely or cut completely out of the show, I couldn't help but notice a little, something. There's 2 people laughably missing from the best writing and best directing categories. Was it worth it? Was it worth it, Neil? Was it worth deconstructing your own character, turning him into an outright liar just to push the plot forward, devaluing the decision he made at the end of the first game, and trying to make us all believe that a cure is a 100% absolute surefire shot in this world? Your bit of a words bait may have worked back in Season 1 with Episode 3, but it didn't work this time around.
Please get what you fucking deserve!
And don't think you're absolved either, Craig, you asshole. You're the one who defended the most cringe-inducing dialogue ever played out on a TV screen.
I was like, okay, this just popped into my head. I don't know why, it just felt right.
But you're the lone survivor now, buddy. Since HBO sided with you and canned Druckmann and Gross as writers, it's all you next season, man. I guess I said all of that to say this. The Last of Us Season 2 was and is a disaster. A show that didn't know what it wanted to be other than a source of controversy, something that the community at large was happy to oblige with. But even though it's over and done with, and we're all awaiting what I'm sure will be a travesty of a 3rd season, it continues to keep the controversy alive. An actress that has no business being nominated for anything, an actor that is somehow still being hoisted above everyone else, and the one sole bright spot in the show being completely excluded from everything for no explainable reason. I just can't, man. With that being said, if you have anything you'd like to add, I'd encourage you to let your thoughts be known in the comments below. Just like with the series as a whole, I'm not going to hold or delete anything, even if you disagree with what I have to say. And if you enjoy the ramblings of a madman, consider subscribing so you can listen to me foam at the mouth about other stuff. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for checking out my video. I'll talk to y'all later.